How do you pick out or align yourself with the right brokerage or business partner? Maybe you're looking for a coach or a mentor. How do you know they're a good fit? Well, I'm here to tell you first and foremost, I would interview a couple. I would interview two to four of whatever it is you're looking to do, especially with brokerages, with teams. I know a lot of agents on social media. That's what I see every week. And that's one of the reasons why I wrote this ebook is because I keep answering the same questions over and over and over again. And really, first and foremost, I would ask, do they match your values? Do they align with you? If you value integrity and family and your faith and then work, do they show up and operate from those same core values? Or are they work, 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 fit everything else in? Because that makes a difference. And I've seen it across the board. So I would always start there because you want to definitely at least have those core values aligned as you're moving forward in business. And then I always ask, what tools and resources do they offer you to help you grow and sustain your business? So, again, if you're looking at brokerages, if you're looking at a team within your current brokerage, maybe you're looking for a great coach or a mentor, how are they going to support you and grow with you and help you grow? And, based on commission splits, that's another really big one. What do they provide? Do they provide leads? Do they provide marketing? Do they provide training? What does the ongoing training look like? Who pays for it? How often is it? There are so many things that go into splitting commissions. I've seen agents give up to 50% of their commission, and I've seen agents do as little as 10%. And it's most important is what do you get for your split? Because I also know agents that are happy to give 30% of their commission to their team and then some more to their brokerage because of all the support they get. So understand really what that looks like and make sure it's outlined. And who supports you at the brokerage or on the team, or, your coach or mentor, and how available are they to help? And when do they have office hours? And let's say they don't work on the weekends, which we all do, but some of them don't. I've seen they have like banker hours. So after 6 o'clock, if you're in the middle of inspection period and you need help, if not them, who's showing up to help you? Who will help you through those last couple hours when you really need someone to help, especially if you're newer to real estate? Or even I have agents that have been doing this 20 plus years that run into really interesting situations and they need some support. So, who does that and when? And what's included with the brokerage or the team? Meaning, do they provide a CRM, your customer relationship management software? That would be your like Bold Trail, your Sync, your Top Producer, Vulcan 7, all of those different lead sources and also CRMs, which has the AI built in. Do they provide a dialer if they expect you to do cold calling and lead generation and prospecting? Do they provide a computer? Do they pay for, your office space? All of these questions are really, really important to know and understand when making a decision. And as you're writing contracts, who's checking if you have compliance issues or if you have questions or something comes up and you're just not quite certain? Who's again there to help you, especially after hours? And what is included with your split to the brokerage or to the team, as far as marketing materials goes, your flyers for your open houses, your business cards, the signs, the open house signs, the listing signs, social media posts. Is there a social media manager and someone that does all that for you or can help you with that? You know, who's there and how are they helping you? And really look at that because that's going to be a lot of why your split would be what it is, and also why it shouldn't be what it is if there's not all that support as well. And, I always say that you're interviewing the brokerage or the team or the coach. I think more than they're interviewing you. So ask for referrals. Check them out on social media and all of the places that you can. Maybe find agents that have left. You can kind of tell through social media. Agents are posting they're there, and then all of a sudden they're not there. Maybe reach out to them and just ask them. Not every relationship with a team or a brokerage ends poorly or badly. Um, our feelings are hurt. It's sometimes people move or sometimes people move on, and everyone's okay with that and they wish them the best. So I think it's always good, like any job or anytime you're joining a brokerage or a team, just find out, you know, how how people have felt working with them and any past referrals they have. And keep these questions in mind, you know, when you're looking at making the move or joining a brokerage. Who do they use for transaction coordinators? For lenders, their inspectors, title companies, contractors. I know when I was on a team, it was understood that we'd use certain people. Obviously, we can't make our clients use anyone, but we would refer certain people and we had working business relationships with them. So that should be something that you know up front. So you can also vet those people and you can understand and interview them and see if you want to work with them. Knowing that, again, compliance, you cannot make anyone work with someone they don't want to. However, it is known in many brokerages, I know that you get certain fees waived or different things can happen if you use their title company or their mortgage or different things. So, not that I agree with it, but I've seen it done. So, just something to keep in mind. And what are the expectations for communications and tasks and the timeframes for both you and your clients with the brokerage or the team and with all the vendors? And what does the team expect from these vendors that they want you to use and your clients to use? Very important. And if any questions that you're asking that we've already kind of talked about or I've mentioned here, if any of these questions you're getting vague answers or very gray, like I don't, I'm not getting a really solid answer, that is a red flag. And the person or the brokerage or the team you're talking with, in my experience and opinion, more than likely don't have the proper systems or support or knowledge available to help you succeed and thrive in this business. I mean, I have seen over and over and over again on social media many times a week agents like, oh, they said they'd help me, or this, or the train's not what it's supposed to be, or I'm stuck and I don't have help and no one's there and I haven't got a transaction yet and I'm flailing, I'm failing, I don't know what to do. It's heartbreaking and it really, really frustrates me because I really hope that agents don't mean to do this. But I will tell you one thing for sure. If you join an agent that's in production and running their business and they're like, yeah, come along, I'll help you. We can do this together. You can run beside me and we'll figure this out. That agent owes their client fiduciary duties and they owe their family or their bills or their career top priority as it should be. So know that that's where I think a lot of agents have been let down by either teams or agents that are trying to help them or brokerages that promise them some things that didn't deliver. And I know that if the teams or the people don't have, again, the systems, the training, and the time set aside to help these agents, whether you're brand new or looking to build your business even bigger and pull some leverage, tools of leverage, then it's just heartbreaking. I will say that for sure. And I know I had to make a decision at one point in time because I could not do both. Coaching and mentoring is my passion, and I love real estate. So I had to decide. And really, my production, I chose not to do 30 plus deals a year anymore because I really want to show up and coach and mentor real estate agents at a really high level and be available and help them and answer their call and look at their contracts, tell them, help them through hard conversations and what to do next and all of that. So that's where, you have to, and I would encourage you to find someone that aligns with where you're at right now in your business, knowing that that very well can and will change over time. And it's more likely that people will come and go. I know on my team, after 6 or 7 years, I was the last one standing. I don't know how many people came through, and they either moved on or it wasn't the right fit or, stuff happens. So I probably know maybe I think a handful, if that, of agents that have never left their original brokerage. Almost every agent at some point in time makes a move because their business has changed, their needs have changed. And honestly, if you're not growing and expanding and looking and needing more, then either you have a spectacular brokerage that's growing and expanding alongside you, or you're just scared of change or stuck in your ways, which, that's where I help a lot of agents too, kind of look at that, take these blinders off and see what's all available. And more than likely, they're just missing tons of, I call them levers of leverage, where they can just by doing a couple of things, very easy things, just expand their business so much. And I would say, along with these questions that I've given you, especially if you have a profile on like Chat or Claude or one of the AIs, ask them. Ask AI, what questions should you ask, or what's some good local brokerages that they've seen in the area, or tell them what you're looking for and see what comes back. I mean, even since I've written this ebook, that's been a big game changer is AI and what we can come to understand and the questions we can ask. And you can really go into these interviews really prepared because, again, I believe you're interviewing them more than they're interviewing you, and that it's very important that they align with what you're looking for. And yeah, in the end, intuition, it does not lie. So even if you end up making a different decision down the road, go with your gut in the moment and choose based upon what you feel fits what you need right now. Unless you have a 3 year, 5 year, 10 year plan very well written and laid out, and you know that they fit in that right now and down the road, then definitely, yes, take that into consideration. But most agents that I know and that I've talked to and that I coach and mentor did not have that as, like, I guess, spelled out or put out into a timeline. So, yeah, just think about that as you're going through. Your intuition never lies. And I know I've not listened to mine, and every single time I'm like, yep, I knew it. I knew it. So it's always good to listen as well. Listen, it's always screaming at you. And another thing would be, as in any business or any job or any company, a toxic environment is a motivation killer. Again, I was on a team where sometimes we had great people on the team and sometimes we had people that just brought down the room. And I will promise you, whether you're a leader, whether you own a brokerage, own a team, or you're a part of a team, that team will only rise to the level of the lowest energy person, or some people call them a cancer. The one that shows up and is a victim, is always telling you what's wrong, is always complaining, is negative. I mean, that will pull down the greatest producers are the agents that show up. Either those agents will go away or this person will go away. So be very aware of that as well. And that's why when I've gone into interview with teams, or when people came and interviewed our team, they'd want to talk to some of the team members as well, because you can kind of get a good idea of who you'll be working around. And that's same with the brokerage too. So you just don't want to have to go and have those Monday blues where you just do not want to go to work. Let's just not do that. Life's too short to have to do that. And again, when you're partnering, whether it's with a team's vendors, title company, loan officers, inspectors, contractors, all of that, just keep in mind that you are 100% responsible for any of your referral partners. So if your lender botches something, or if your inspector blows up a deal, or something happens, with your client and they are not happy and it was a referral from you, that is a direct reflection on you and your business, and you need to take 100% responsibility for that. So it's very important that you vet who you are referring out. Do not refer out people that you do not know unless you are 100% certain that the person that's giving you the name you trust, because this is your name and your business. When you send that person out, your stamp of approval is on them because you're referring them. And if anything goes wrong, I'm telling you right now, be a leader and show up and take responsibility and do what you can to go into solution mode and fix it. And make sure that the people you're partnering with communicate as well, if not better than you do. Because I'll tell you what, if they don't, it's very frustrating for you and your clients who have come to expect how you communicate and how you show up. Your business partners need to be right there with you. It just makes the whole process better. It gets the transaction across the finish line with a lot more smiles than frustrations. And we just don't need to make it harder on ourselves, right? I mean, on average, 40 plus people touch a real estate transaction from get go to closing and post closing. So that's a lot of people. That's a lot of hands. That's a lot of different places that things could go sideways. So the only control you have is who is on your team as far as vendors. You can't control them. You can't control what you can control, but you can look at your business partners. You can always be interviewing new people, have people, like I say, as far as like people coming and joining me with my brokerage, if they love their current broker, great. I'm good to be your number one, number two. So in the event something does happen, because it always does, mostly, call me, look me up. I'm good being your number one, number two. You need to have those vendors lined up as well. Title companies, lenders, inspectors. Have people that will be there and able to help you in a pinch, even if they're not your first go-to people. It will make your job so much easier. Have a spreadsheet, have a list, have it ready to go. So in that moment, you have a solution, you have a next step, you have somewhere to go. And that's another thing to ask your brokerage team or people you're looking to be a business partner with. And in the end, the action item and what I want you to think about if you are looking at joining a brokerage, switching brokerages, joining a team, maybe looking for a coach or a mentor, interview more than one, and always ask for referrals. And bottom line, which I will stick with this always, follow your intuition. If it's telling you, I don't know, something's a little off here, go. You'll find it, just don't settle. And if you do make a decision that you realize isn't the right one, whether it's a month later or a year later or years later, be okay making a move. That's another thing I see all the time. Oh, I feel so bad, or, I love my broker, or he loves me, or they love me, or we're just, I have such a great relationship. Trust me, I felt that way. I felt with some of the brokerages I was with, one in particular, they were like family. I had a better opportunity to go and coach and mentor and be in my passion and my purpose, which I couldn't do at my current brokerage. So I took the leap and I went. They wouldn't even talk to me. Like I was so, and I'd see him at trainings or something, and it was so uncomfortable. And I was dumbfounded. And I was warned, be like, oh, yeah, no, they're good and they're friends and they're family until they're not. And I'm like, wow, I had no idea. They're like, yep, happened to me too. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. So just know that that's not, I don't think, a good enough reason to stay somewhere that's not supporting you the way you should be supported, that's not growing you and expanding you and being there for you when you need them. I mean, there's so many options out there. And if you have questions or if you need a great coach or a mentor, because that's what I love to do, reach out to me. But if you, especially because I've been on a team, I'm a coach and a mentor, I've been a solo agent, I run a growth collaborative. It's more of a collaboration. We run like a team, but we don't charge team splits. I mean, there's just so many variations and so many opportunities and options out there. Even if you end up, not coming to me or joining me, I have resources for you. I have places. I know business partners across the country and in different countries. So I promise you, I can find you a home if that's what you're looking for. Or if you're not sure you're where you should be and looking for other options, I can get those for you as well. So the call to action for this one is I am a great coach. I'm a great mentor. I love helping agents. So if that's you and you need someone, look me up. Or if you have more questions, or if you're just not sure you're making the right decision or how to make the decision, I'm happy to help with that as well. So have fun with it though. Follow your intuition, ask good questions, and you will find your home. And again, if you find it, but then you decide it's not the right one for you, that's okay too. We've all been there, and to be okay. Be comfortable being uncomfortable, learning, unlearning, and relearning, trying new things. Everything's always changing. So your business should stay changing as well and keeping up and moving forward and not staying the same because nothing's staying the same. So if you're you're in the same spot or if you're not getting to your goals or if you're in the same spot year after year after year, I guess that would be the first thing I would look at is how can you get out of that monotonous over and over and over again, what they call Groundhog's Day. So here and happy to help. Hopefully, we'll talk to you soon. And until next time, go sell something. Conversations equal currency. Go have some.